people who are supposed to, except Simone Ekpa that is still acting, except Simone Ekpa that is taking necessary action. It is only Simone Ekpa that is following up and taking necessary action when he need to. Apart from that, no other person is doing anything meaningful. Only Simone Ekpa is the only body who stands out. Immediately an issue, if something happens, within the next few minutes, he will make a broadcast on that. He'll speak on it. Every other one, all those, the rest of them they just go and relax and sleep. Maybe after 2-3 days, you begin to see them begin to hold on few information they see from other people. But the person that gives a reaction when something just the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do is Simone Ekpa. And that same Simone Ekpa today, go and see many platforms. All they preach is against Simone Ekpa. The only thing they preach is against Simone Ekpa. Even when they know that this man is as pure as anything. You don't have anything against him. He has said it time without number. If you have any evidence of any crime he has committed, he have any evidence of any crime he has committed against Biafra struggle, anywhere, even a politician that he has collected money, have done anything you have against him, bring it to the public. Let us see. Bring it to the public. The fallen angel that was pushed down, the fallen angel that was destroyed, the double agent that has been destroyed completely. You see when she was ranting. When she was ranting, I will expose Simon, I will expose Simon, I will expose Simon. Today, the time of exposition have come. What does she have to offer? What does she have? The time of exposition have come. What does she have? Chukwu Okike himself exposed her through the same source that she went. Chukwu Okike make her evil hand to enter into her own mouth. With that same hand, she was feeding other people evil. Chukwu Okike took the same hand and put it to her mouth. She, by herself, brought her nude and sent to the public. She, by herself. If you see the pictures and the videos, nobody forced her to do it. She did it on her own, willingly. She stripped herself naked, willingly. Did the video and sent out. And it got to the public. When Chukwu Okike will punish an evil man or woman, he will first of all make that person mad. When she was shouting and ranting, shouting and ranting and ranting, shouting and ranting, commanding everybody, you will curse, you will curse. You will think she knows what he's saying. Today, where is she? But you can't shame the shameless. There are still some shameless people who are still sitting with her on platform. Some people who are so shameless. A woman who called herself a married woman, even if she's divorced, she has children, stripped herself naked, took a video of herself and sent out because of evil. And when they asked her, she said she was doing it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What sort of sacrifice are you doing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will make you to strip naked? What sort of sacrifice? Where do you see that? You think we are dumb? We are stupid? You think we don't know about spiritual things? You think we don't know about spiritual things? A woman to strip naked for another man? Progress? A man that is not your husband? Is not your husband? What sort of charm you want to do against a man? For a man, on behalf of a man, that will make you to strip yourself naked? What sort of charm, what sort of prayer, what sort of thing you want to do for a man that is not your husband, not your brother? If not that you are doing against that man. The only thing that will make a woman strip naked in any spiritual work is that she is doing something against the person. She is doing something against the man involved. That is the only thing that will make a woman to strip naked in her prayer. In spiritual issues. If the person is not your husband, not your own child, the only thing that will make you to strip naked for another man, say you are doing spiritual work, is a wicked job. Is a wicked work. You are working against that very person. You are working against. And for those of you who have not watched the video of woman, go and watch the video of woman. There was a woman that explained what she was doing. A woman explained what she was doing, why she stripped naked, and what she tends to achieve. The implication of that, the spiritual implication of her going naked to do those charms, to do those incantations, the spiritual implication. A woman during the woman that speech explained what it means. Go and listen to that very broadcast. You will see why she did what she did. It wasn't for the good of anybody. And today, you see people, after Chukwu Okike have brought this very revelation out, you see people, they are still focusing on Simone Ekpa. Some of them say, Simone Ekpa is sharing nude. How can you be following somebody who is sharing nude? Now you have forgotten a woman that stripped herself naked. She was not cajoled. She was not tricked. Nobody forced her. She was not under duress. On her own, went to a native doctor to perform rituals against your own people, against her own people, against people, to take the life of innocent people. She stripped herself naked to perform ritual. You're not talking about that. And she was the person who gave out her nude willingly by herself. And because Chukwu Okikabia never sleep, her evil hand entered into her mouth. She began to go against the same native doctor who worked for her. And they had a problem. And the man got angry and reached out. The man reached out to Simon and sent out the information and gave the instruction that part of the thing that is going to contribute to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is her confession and her exposure. That she has to be exposed to the public. She has to be exposed. And she was exposed. Today, you see people, they have now forgotten the evil Jezebel. They have forgotten the Jezebel. They are now castigating the angel. But are you going to be surprised? I cannot be surprised. Because even Christ himself, when Christ was in the world, in the cross, people of the earth knew that Christ has no sin. Even Pilate, after the judge checked him, after Pilate checked Christ, after seeing Christ, he said he has not committed any crime. Then he came to the crowd and said, whom will I leave for you? The crowd say, kill the truth and leave the criminal for us. We saw it in that very thing. So just like people who say that the Bible is not a story. It says it's a story, but the same thing is still happening before your own very eye. That same thing that happened in the old is what is playing out before your own very eye. Kuru today. The same thing is playing out. The same event you saw in the Bible is what is playing out. A just man who has not committed any offense. A man who is fighting, giving his own energy, giving his time, taking bullet for you. Instead of you to stand for him and stand with him, you are crucifying him. Then you left the devil, the evil woman, who is causing the whole problem you have seen in the past. Now you are fighting against the man who have answered the $1 million question that you have been asking for a very long time. A question that even the leadership of IPOB, the former leadership of IPOB have refused to answer. When you ask the question on their platform, they block you. You ask them, they sack you. Today, you have gotten to answer to that question. You are not happy. You are not happy. You are busy still demonizing him. You are busy attacking, calling him names. But as I said yesterday, I will continue to say, anything you are doing against Mazi Simone Ekpa, you are doing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And whatever war you are bringing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are fighting with Chukwu Okikabia, and you will never go free. When you hear, touch not my anointed, anointed of God are not only those who human being anointed. There are people whom God himself anointed. Some of you here, you respect only people who him anointed. All those your GOs and pastors who only went to the seminary school and went to whatever school and they got their certificate come out. There are people who were anointed from their mother's womb. That is the original anointed people. People anointed from their mother, and those are the people you have to be aware of. When you talk of anointed, it is not people who are humanly anointed. The people who Chukwu Okikabia anointed from their mother's womb, there are the people you have to be aware of. Because if you dare them, you pay with your own life. You dare them, you pay with your own life. You dare them, you pay with your own life. It doesn't matter how you pretend. It doesn't matter how strong you feel it are. If somebody have told that Jezebel, as at last month, if somebody have told her that what is happening today will happen, she wouldn't believe it. As at last month, she was still saying, I am going to expose Simon. I will expose Simon. I will render Simon. I will bring Simon to zero. Simon will be nothing. I will bring today. Who has been exposed? Who has been exposed? And after this massive exposition, so this is not even the end of more are still coming. Wait, Simon said he has not even touched his own investigation. This very one that came is the one that Chukwu Okikabia by himself brought out through the native doctor she was working for. Because she took the name of innocent people, anointed people, to the native doctor. And Chukwu Okikabia said, no, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And the native doctor withdrew and gave her instruction, don't go to any other person anymore. And she went ahead and began to go to other places. And those other places she's going will be her doom. Those places is going to be her doom because you cannot fight Chukwu Okikabia. You can't. You can't fight Chukwu Okikabia. It will be better that you are not born. It will be better that you're not born than for you to come and say you're going to fight together. That is the situation of things. Everybody has to wake up. It is no longer time for stop distracting yourself talking about irrelevant things. Now we have to talk about the time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been crying for has come. The war we are talking about has begun. I am not trying to frighten you nor threaten you. I am telling you the truth and nothing but the truth. It doesn't matter what you hear from your media. It doesn't matter your propaganda you hear. I will always say it the way it is. The war that you are running away from has come. Our brothers in the southwest, they have said it. Sunday Igboho have tried his best. He waged the war when he waged and they pushed him out. They pushed on the Igboho out. Today, prepare yourself. Everybody have to be prepared to defend themselves. It has not ended. They are coming again. And stop asking the question, why Ondo State? The reason why they attacked Ondo State is because the governor of Ondo State does not support the Fulani agenda. Governor of Ondo State is one of the person who is hindering the progress of Fulani agenda. The progression of Fulani agenda. That is why they attacked his state. They attacked even his own, the place, his own city where they attacked Owo. That is where he came from. His own village. Where he came from. That is where they attacked. And they operated for more than 30 minutes. There was no police anywhere. There was no military anywhere. There was no military anywhere. But in Biafra land, you see them everywhere. In Biafra land, they are busy taking the life of innocent people. They are busy abducting young men from their homes. Taking the life of our young men. But Chukwu Abema never sleeps. They will never get away with what they are doing. They will never get away. It doesn't matter how they try. They can never, ever get away with it. Chukwu Abema will definitely fight our battle. And he will secure our people. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that as they are coming to Biafra land, they will never return alive. And those of them who will return, who would like to return, will never have a home to return. Already, you can see, they have already handed over the northern part of Nigeria to the terrorists. They are in charge. And when I'm saying it, don't say it's a propaganda, because somebody have come to the convention media to say it. I played the video. I played the video. People saw the video. Somebody came, was interviewed on channel television, and the guy repeatedly asked him, are you telling me that the terrorists are in charge of the area? He said yes. Are you telling me, do the people there know the implication? He said the people don't have no choice. They have no choice than to join them. The terrorists are even protecting them. That is how far the north has gone. And now, the only hindrance they have is the south. And today he has said they have opened another front to the south. They kidnapped the Reverend Father. The Reverend Father came out and told us, the prelates came out and told us that these people say they are ready, they're only waiting for instruction. And that there are many. They have taken over all the bushes. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting all this day, each day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you how many camps they have in each area. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you how many camps they have, every area they are, how many camps they have. People say he's blabbing, he's creating problem, he's causing havoc, he's making noise, he's an ethnic bigot, he's distracting people. Today, every single thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, he has been vindicated from one to all. He has been vindicated. And some people are still there talking about one Nigeria. Some are still there preparing for election, talking about Peter Obi. When they know that Peter Obi is heading nowhere. Peter Obi is going nowhere. It doesn't matter how you try to paint it, he is going nowhere. It is very clear. Every sensible person that have reached 18 years of age should know that Peter Obi cannot succeed to be the president of that country called Nigeria. He can never. They will never accept it. Already he has no, there is no footstool for him to stand to be a president. There's no footstool already. No footstool anywhere. He is not in PDP. He's not in APC. And you are telling me that which magic, which miracle is he going to perform? How is he going to perform that miracle? How is he going to perform the miracle to become the president of Nigeria? How? But you see people peddling that lies, trying to use the Biafrans to legitimize the evil agenda they have. They want you to go and endorse another 4 years so that they can carry out their evil agenda. But it will not happen. Biafra land, we are not voting. The only vote that we cast in Biafra land is referendum, and it's coming. Remember, they have a case of referendum in the court on the October. That case on court of October is what we are going to anchor our anger. Every Biafran should anchor their anger on that very day. That October case, we should focus on it, broadcast about it, talk about it. Let every indigenous people key into that very court case. Let there be a referendum so that people can decide their fate. If the North choose to have a caliphate, they choose to have an Islamic nation, it is not bad. If the North want to have Islamic nation, it is not bad. I am not against it. They should have it there in the corner. And those of us that want a secular state, allow us to go and have a secular. That is not what we're asking. Is it too much to ask? Is it a bad thing to ask? It is not out of hatred. It is out of love. The diversity in the country called Nigeria is a dangerous one. A diversity that makes sure that a person will begin to see his neighbor as an enemy. The diversity that is making people to be afraid of each other. How can you survive in such an environment where you see your neighbor, you are afraid of your neighbor? You wake up in the morning, you are not sure that you're going to go out and come in. You are scared of your neighbor. You are in the bus, you are scared of somebody who is nearby you. You are living in a house, you are scared of your neighbor. How can somebody be living in such kind of environment? The diversity is a destructive one. A diversity that will give you restless mind. It will make your mind insecure and it will create more insecurity. A diversity that makes you sure that the country can never develop, can never move forward. A diversity that have established, it has created a kind of backwardness that have been institutionalized backwardness. The diversity in Nigeria, institutionalized backwardness. That is why you see them signing up to what they call quota system. Quota system is evil. Quota system is evil. A system that makes an educated man uneducated and make an uneducated person educated. How does it work? How can somebody survive in such kind of environment? Where you will see an educated man will be acting like an illiterate. Meanwhile, an illiterate will now become the person to begin to control the educated person. Where does it work? The only thing that makes it to be like that is because of their quota system, and it is their constitution. They embraced it. Even the Southerners, they are not saying about it. The people who are supposed to be representing you and I are not doing anything about it. Their hands are tied. When you talk, they tell you to go to the House of Assembly, knowing fully well that in the House of Assembly they have already structured it that there is no vote. There's no vote you bring out and you win in the Assembly. There's no way you can win any vote against them. There's no way. That is why we are calling for referendum. And we are going to get that referendum by all means possible. 2023, it's going to be a referendum time. And Biafra will definitely come. Every other nation will go home. We must go home. It doesn't matter what they try to do. We will go home. No man born of a woman can stop the rising sun. You can't stop the rising sun. You can't stop the moving train. Biafra is a moving train. And if you stand on the way of Biafra, we will crush you. Stand on the way, we will crush you. It doesn't matter if you stand in the way as a military man, it will be crushed. You stand in the way as a policeman, you'll be crushed. You stand in the way as a government, you'll be crushed. You stand in the way as a Biafran, and you are standing in the way of becoming a Biafra, you'll be crushed. You are an agitator, and you are standing against Biafra coming, you will be crushed. Whoever you are, and you are standing on the way of the coming of Biafra, you'll be crushed. And when I say you'll be crushed, Chukwu Okeke himself will do it, just like he has started doing it. Just like he has started doing it. If you dip your hand in anything that draws the Biafran struggle back, you will pay with your life. You will pay with your life. It doesn't matter if you do it mistakenly or not. Chukwu Okeke, it's only Chukwu Okeke have the right to say forgive you or not. It's only Chukwu Okeke that will determine if you did it intentionally or mistake or not. Don't think that maybe you do it later, you say it's a mistake. Only Chukwu Okeke will decide if it is a mistake or not a mistake. And your forgiveness is only in his hand. But every crime you commit against Biafra, you will definitely pay. I thank Chukwu Okeke for Biafrans who are participating in the sit at home. Even today, Biafrans are sitting at home. Biafrans are sitting at home. Observing the sit at home massively without looking back. Biafrans doing the needful. I thank Chukwu Okeke and may Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every single Biafran in Biafra land. Every single Biafran in Biafra land. Chukwu Okeke will continue to protect you, guide you, protect you. You will never dash your foot against a stone. No weapon formed or fashioned against you in Biafra land will succeed. Chukwu Okeke will continue to guide and protect everybody that is participating in the sit at home in Biafra land. You will never lack anything. You will never lack. Any business you miss on Monday, on Tuesday, you are going to get double, triple of that very business. Whatever money you lose on Monday, on Tuesday, you are going to get triple of that very money. Everybody that is participating in Biafra land, and you are sincerely, genuinely from your own heart participating in the struggle, working to the progress of Biafra, any sacrifice you made in the name of Biafra, Chukwu Okike will reward you in a million-fold. He will reward you in a million. You will never lose your life. You will never lose your, no matter how they try, you will never lose your life. Just make sure you do not take an innocent life. Just make sure you do not take an innocent life. Keep your hands clean and protect yourself. Defend yourself when you have to. Self-defense is your right. It doesn't matter what they tell you. Let me tell you, you see what happened in that church. Time have passed when you say you fold your hands that Chukwu Okike have fought our battle. He has fought it. How did he fight it? He fought the battle by telling us what will happen when it hasn't happened. That is how Chukwu Okike works. He will tell you what will happen when it will happen so that you can prepare yourself ahead. Today, our security is in our hand. We are the one that are supposed to protect ourselves and secure ourselves. Don't say you're going to sit back and wait for Chukwu Okike to send legions of angels from heaven to come and fight for you. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen that way. He has already sent legions of angels. They are already here with us, talking with us, telling us what will happen, telling us what to do. Support the ESN, telling you, join the ESN, support the ESN, support ESN. Those are the legion of angels that Chukwu Okike have sent. All you got to do is to support them the best way you can. And then protect yourself and defend yourself. When somebody is coming to take out your life, protect yourself with the same equal measure that the person is coming with. Don't allow your life to be smoked out of you, and they will tell you it's the will of God. That is not the will of God. That is not the will of God. You must not fool your hand. There are times for war. There are times to peace. The Bible said that there is time for everything. A time to live, a time to die. A time for peace, a time for war. There is time for everything. The time that we are in now is not a time to sit back and fold hands. It's a time for self-defense. A time for self-defense. And protect yourself. Prepare yourself. Don't wait for anybody to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody anywhere is going to do it. You see what is happening? You see how helpless the Owo people are. The governor is from that very Owo. Governor himself. Governor cannot be able to protect his own area. Governor himself, because the governor is standing against the Fulani agenda, they attacked the village of that same governor, his own area. That was where they went for the attack. That to show you how insecure every one of them are. Even including the politicians that are bragging. Including the politicians that are bragging, that to show you how insecure the whole area is. The government will just open up the gate for them to come in. Even the government, the politicians who are blabbing, the only people that have control over the army is the Fulanis. The Fulanis are in charge. They are the only people who will command the army to move and the army to move. Nobody from the south have any command over any military. Have any command, any force, any even police, including the police force. Nobody in the south have control over them. The only control the southwest have is Amotoku. They should have to equip Amotoku. Equip Amotoku as much as you can. Equip Amotoku without looking back. Don't look after all. It has been legalized. Equip them. That is what the Southwest has to do. For Biafran people, support the ESN. Continue to support the ESN the best way you can. Support the ESN. In Biafran land, our own case is different because we are on our own. The politicians are not with us. They are with the Fulani Caliphate. The politicians are not ready to protect us. They are not ready to do anything. They are not even ready to struggle. They are not ready to speak up. They are just sitting and watching. You see every one of them jumping up today for vice president. They first of all came out and make a noise that they want to go for president. All of a sudden, every one of them is campaigning for vice president today. They are talking about for vice president on the ground. On the ground. They are all vying for vice president on the ground. They don't care about you. They don't care. Look at the warning that man have given in Abia State. Since that Reverend Father came out and gave that warning, what has Abia State governor done? Has military gone to that area to comb that area? How many people have they arrested? Don't they just went about their business. It's business as usual. And that Reverend Father wasn't the first one. They have been kidnapping that area, the same spot. And when even the police officer came to confess about what is happening in that Olo Banta, whatever they call it, they sacked their police officer. They sacked him for speaking up the truth that the military is colluding. The same thing that Juma said. The same thing the Reverend Father said. The same thing Obodo Amelafia said, that the military are colluding. The government in power is supporting the evil that is happening. When we say it, people say we are hating. We are not. I'm not hating anybody. I'm speaking out of love and passion to save life. That is why we are calling for the breakup of the control. You break it up, you save life. As soon as you break it up, you break interest, you save life. That is why we are talking. We want to save life. That is the only reason. There is nothing, no string attached. We want to save life. May Chukwu Okaka be my guide and protect everybody have watched the video and people who will watch it to come. May Chukwu Okaka be my guide and protect every Biafran in Biafra land. You will never lose your life. Continue to find, continue to listen to Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM. Listen to Simone Ekpa. Join him in his broadcast. Get information and follow the information. If you follow the information, it's going to help your life. You will not lose your life. Follow the instructions that comes from Simone Ekpa. You will not lose your life. When you hear sit at home, sit at home. When you hear move, you prepare yourself for the coming sit at home of 2 weeks. Begin now to reserve whatever you want to reserve. Begin now to prepare yourself. 2 good weeks shut down in Biafra land. It is coming. Begin to prepare now. As soon as they announce the election, the date will be announced. Begin to prepare yourself because election will not hold in Biafra land. It won't hold. They should go any place they want to continue and do whatever. We are not part of it. We are not part of it. That is, we are not part of it. We will never ever be part of it. The only man that can change this is Mazi Nnamdi, except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out today and give us reason why we should be able to let them conduct the election. Then we can begin to see through it. Apart from that, there will be no election in Biafra land. No. It's not going to happen. We are going home. And the time is now. May Chukwu Okaka be my guide and protect everybody that is watching me. Please share in your platform. Share to every other person so that they can get the information. Thank you so much. And remain blessed. May Chukwu Okaka be my guide and protect our spirit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secure him. Guide him. Save him. Protect him. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. May Chukwu Okaka be my guide and protect our brother Simone Ekpa. Secure him. Give him more strength, wisdom, and knowledge to continue to stand strong until the last minute. Chukwu Okaka will guide and protect every Biafran agitator, every genuine Biafran agitator. You will never lack. Chukwu Okaka will continue to make provision for you and secure you. At the end of the day, every one of us will meet in Biafra land and will celebrate and raise the flag of Biafra with our Simone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember, see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okaka. Bye-bye.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you. If you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You cannot go everywhere. We must continue.